A little bit more of David Mellis here with an open source cell phone. So what do we have here? So you're connecting through an Arduino.
This is just for debugging purposes.
It's not Arduino based, is it?
The software is all Arduino based.
Software is Arduino based.
So it's basically just a big, 1,000-line Arduino program.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tell us briefly how it all works. So you've got a screen, touchpad. Just tell us some technical details here.
Yeah, the screen is basically an old, I think Nokia surplus screen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
for $5.
$10, something.
$10.
Like that, yeah.
Okay.
There's a GSM module, which is again the same one on the Arduino GSM shield.
$25 or so.
Yeah. There's a Atmega 1284. So the same family as the chip on the Arduino board.
Mm-hmm.
That's like $7 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
SIM card from any GSM provider.
Okay.
In theory, LiPo battery, antenna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keyboard.
Screen buttons.
Uh-huh. What's this for charging? This is the external connector.
This is for reprogramming. Just like an FTDI connector, and then.
Oh, USB for charging.
USB for charging. And. Yeah, charging circuit. There's a speaker, there's a microphone, there's a buzzer, so when it rings, you can hear it.
So it vibrates or buzzes, or?
Doesn't. It just plays a tone.
Mm-hmm.
There's no vibration mode or anything.
Can you hear it in a loud environment, or it's hard to hear?
It's a little bit. I haven't turned the volume up all the way, but it's a little bit hard to hear.
Okay.
And then the interface is pretty, I think, familiar if you've used one of these old Nokias where you hit down to get your address book. You can.
So you programmed the screen in with this 1,000-line code, all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is all driven by an Arduino program.
How difficult is it to program this whole screen, and all that? 1,000 lines. What level of difficulty is it? Can a beginner do that?
I would say a beginner could probably modify it, take my firmware and make changes to it.
Okay.
None of it is that complicated. Like, I'm using libraries to talk to the screen. There's like an Adafruit library that talks to the screen. There's the Arduino library that talks to the GSM module. The
library is part of that 1,000-line code, or that's elsewhere?
It's being used by those 1,000 lines.
And how do you put that on? So you upload this Arduino sketch, and what about the libraries? How do you upload those?
So basically, if you check it out on my GitHub, all the libraries are kind of set up for you. And then when you compile it, they're all compiled in, and you just end up with, you just hit upload in the software, and it will compile. It's
compiled with the Arduino code?
Yep.
And all that?
Yep. Just all gets uploaded together.
Do you have instructions on how to do that, or someone has to be? Do you document how to upload the code? And
yeah, I have instructions for it. So if someone has used Arduino before, it should be pretty straightforward.
Okay. So from your GitHub repository, and do you have actually the CAD file for this, or like say CNC cutting of this?
Yep. All the files are on there too.
On GitHub. Okay. Fully open source.
Yeah. I think. Well, I still have to figure out the copyright issues because I think it. But yeah.
Okay. Thanks, David.